Welcome back. We're going to be talking about rosé today. I know. You're like, it's pink, it's good, we like it. Rosé every day, all day. And that's how you get a hangover. Welcome back. We're going to be talking about rosé. There's a lot of ground to cover, but don't you worry. We're going to be drinking some rosé while we do it. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the little bell below so you'll know every time I upload a video for you. You can also follow me on Instagram at asia.alexander. That's where I talk about everything. I talk about wine, I talk about food. I might go into a rant randomly in the middle of the week. You never know what you're gonna get, but all the fun kind of happens there. And here it's abbreviated, so if you didn't know about Miraval in particular, this is a Brangelina brand. And I had to check because I knew that this was their brand, but I didn't know what happened since they, I don't know if their divorce is finalized. I know I'm gonna mind my business is what I know. And when that happens, you never know what happens with the business. Sometimes couples maintain it or they fight over it. I don't know. I also know that they're not the sole owners of Miraval, but they do still joint, well, yeah, they still own it. Miraval in particular is a Provence style rosé. We'll get into that in a second, but I believe the blend for Miraval is Grenache, Syrah, Cinsault, and Roll. I believe those are the people in it. So very minerally. This is a great rosé to grab if you see it in the store. I chose it for this video because it's accessible as hell. You can buy it in Target. So go ahead and grab you a bottle. But after we talk in this video, you may decide you don't like Provence style rosés, and that's okay. But let me, wet my whistle. If you didn't know, rosé wine is made from red wine grapes. There are no grapes that skeet out pink juice. That sounds gross. When you're making typical red, full red wines, the grapes are crushed and everything, the sticks, the stems, the seeds, the skins of the grapes stay together with the grape juice through fermentation. And that's where you get things like the color, for one, and tannins. So that kind of dry bitterness to red wines, if you will. It comes because they keep everybody together and that enzyme is getting into the juice, and that's what it is. When a winemaker is making rosé from red wine grapes, the juice is only kept in contact with the skin of the grapes and the stems and whatnot for a very short period, hence the color. You're probably wondering, you've seen all kinds of rosés, every hue, every shade of pink. And there's a reason, because there are different types of grapes used to make that rosé. There are about 10 different types of rosés. I'm really only going to go over 6 just because I already talked too much as it is. The first very, very popular rosé, very popular, and depending on how old you are, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say very popular, is made from Zinfandel, also known as white Zinfandel. If you are my age and older, you know that that was the lick. If you thought you was drinking wine, you got you a white Zinfandel, and that's what the ladies were drinking, okay? That was the thing. That's what you bought. You was like the thing at the party because you had some white Zinfandel. White Zinfandel is on the sweeter side. You have strawberry notes, watermelon, and it's high in acidity, so you get the juices by the mouth, which, yeah, memories from childhood, women drinking it and just being like giggly and happy and juicy by the mouth. Next on the popularity list is a Provence style rosé, what I'm drinking right now. Typically, these rosés are GSMs plus a Cinsault. A GSM stands for Grenache, Syrah, and Mourvedre. You guys know my French is terrible. I'm trying. Provence rosés are very minerally with notes of strawberry. You're getting that melon again. You're also getting floral notes, maybe some rose petals. And again, it's lean, it's minerally. This is probably what a lot of people are drinking when they say rosé all day, because it's not, it's easy on the average palate. When you're talking about Tempranillos, you're talking about something that's a little bit more savory. It's more herbaceous. You get some of the spicy notes, not spicy like hot caliente, just spice like peppercorn. You're also getting some melon notes in there if you get a nicely balanced one as well. Grenache rosés are fruity and zesty. If you get a good one, it's well balanced. Oh my gosh, if you get a good Grenache rosé, you're gonna have some notes of strawberry and orange. I mean, you gotta get your hands on a good one. Mouvedre. I only know how to say it when I don't know if that's correct. I don't think I'm doing it right. Mouvedre rosés, they are definitely fruity and floral. They have notes of violet, plum, you have cherry in there. They also can have some herbaceous notes, which is really great. Now, going back when I mentioned GSMs, Mouvedre is fuller bodied, so it definitely gives a wine in general a little bit more structure, and that's why you have different blends when it comes to wines, right? And with rosé in particular, because you're gonna get something that can be very minerally and saline, you don't want the wine as a winemaker, right? You don't want your wine to be pretty much like spiked water. It gives it more structure, more body, something to feel in your mouth, if that makes any sense. So Pinot Noir rosés tend to be earthier, yet they are still fruity and crispy. You have notes of strawberry, you have some raspberry in there. Just really, let me stop, because you guys know I love the Pinot Noir. So all lines of Pinot Noir, that is an amazing grape for me. I'm happy with it. If it has Pinot Noir in there, I am trying it. I love it. That's pretty much it. Like I said, there are 10 different styles of rosé. I only went over 6 just because you may feel like some of the grape varietals are a little bit more redundant. But I urge you to go ahead and try different types of rosés, just because it is they tend to be inexpensive on the grand scale of buying wine. So you pretty much can try every type of rosé and not break the bank, and figure out what you actually like. Maybe you really love a Provence style. Maybe you are into white Zinfandel, and that's great. I mean, I do it because, that's an easy find. Whatever it is, I hope you enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Instagram at asia.alexander. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.